Rapper, day 1 on tour. Well, it's day 2, but it's like day 1. We just left Boston.
We haven't slept. We left at 11 p.m. last night. It's 6:29 tonight. We get to our next destination.
Today moved fast. Shout out to the people that bought the CDs. It did, bro.
We're dying here. And it's just day 1.
It's very, very, very interesting. We met a lot of cool people. And now it's off to Cleveland, Ohio, where we wake up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then it's Detroit and St. Louis.
This is How to Be a Rapper. Episode
we're
5?
here right now. I think this is episode 5.
Maybe 6. Decided to use it.
Week
Cleveland,
1.
Ohio is where we're at.
Yeah. I think we'll be dropping this when we're leaving Colorado. So shout out to us. We're doing it. Dreams do come true. Chase your dreams.
Every little step. 7:15. Bill Baker and Jessica.
What's up? Good morning.
First off, live G Wade and crew. Welcome to the studio. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more for people who don't know. First off, the How to Be a Rapper tour. You guys are from Salisbury.
Yes.
And you're local artists. You have been. How long have you been an artist?
About 6 or 7 years. We've been in the scene like actively for G-Wade about 5 years, me about 6 or 7 years. So
Now, and you guys also have you've had a clothing line. You've done a lot of stuff in the industry.
Right. We've been trying to kind of not trying, but we have been taking the steps necessary. We've just learned as we've developed. So now this is the next step in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about you is that you have made noise over the past, even though it's only been 5 or 6 years.
Right.
People know who you are.
Right.
Locally, you have made some noise. Especially with your Vulgar Gang.
Yeah.
Brand.
Right.
We've seen it all over social media.
Right.
I see people around town. Walking around with Vulgar Gang
Everywhere.
sweatshirts, tees, hats.
Salute to everybody that ever supported that movement because it's all love. Everybody that ever did it, I feel like it's a beautiful thing that it was able to build into what it was strictly off of the love that the city has for us, and we're forever grateful for that, definitely.
Now, you've come up with this How to Be a Rapper tour. It's 30 states, 40 stops. Tell us a little bit about the tour and, how did you come up with it and what exactly you guys are going to do?
We've pretty much established a buzz locally, and we really want to spread our names on a nationwide level now.
Okay.
So we figured the best way to do that would be to get out and meet people face to face, give them CDs hand to hand, sell them CDs, sell them merchandise, perform for them out on the street in the different cities that we're going to be in, and then hopefully they will enjoy our music enough that they want more of it. The only way
And she likes of my life, it feels like night when she's away. And I keep saying, you crazy baby, it's your song that's playing. As long as you know it, I don't need to put your name in.
get a CD is right there. We're in town for an hour. If you want it, get it now. If not, you miss your chance. You can find it online later, but you gotta wait for it in that case.
You're in town.
Usually get so caught up on my words, but the situation so much more than a noun or reverb. The sun rises, we fall. Night times when it all gets burned to ashes from matches.
You know what? This whole story you guys are
Ring.
doing, this is kind of like a VH1 behind the music, kind of like in 5 years you're gonna do a special on you guys. This is how you guys started,
Right, and it's gonna be y'all that we're here for. So salute to y'all for believing in us before.
That's why we got
come
the
on,
camera
man.
with us.
I mean, look, I've known you a long
We're
time.
going to be on
It's all
tour
good.
soon with you.
Right, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about giving back, because you said if you
we're
stop, you're going to be giving back. What do you mean? How does that work?
So we're doing the We Are One campaign, and if anybody follows us on Facebook, they've probably heard of it. We've posted it numerous times over the months. But essentially, we want to give back to anybody in need in the places that we're staying, like the night.
Another damn monotony's gotten me to the point I'm like a snail. I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail or shot.
Success is my only motherfucking option.
Failure's not.
My name's G-Wade. This is live. We're going on 12,000 miles across Mexico right now. And we put some care packages together to get back to the city along the way. I was wondering if you might have a small child by chance.
Oh, I do have a grandchild.
Grandchild? This care package here is the Disney package that was donated by Elaine, Sharon, and Bonnie. They're friends of his family, actually, and they wanted to give back as we did. We're actually our first official We Are One package of our home trip. This is our second day in, and Detroit's our third stop. Okay. So we wanted to kind of make this one of the cities we gave back to. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
We've received about $800 in donations.
Yeah, we've had a lot of support from people.
That's just
donating
cash
for it.
donations, and we've also received other things. We've had, a shout out to Jason for giving us some basketball shoes that were brand new, at least a couple $100 shoes, and the price doesn't even matter. But what I'm trying to say is that people are very willing to help people, and we just
Right.
want to make those connections. And it's the picture's getting painted still. You see what I'm saying?
Sour and sour, right?
Sour and sour. Sour days. Yeah. Ow, it's so hype. Like, it's the right time of my life right now for this shit.
And
Where are we,
Rock
G-Way?
and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to my life.
And it's called Snapchat. This is how to be a rapper. This is Snapchat. You can catch me at live_rap. You can also catch my partner at Tree Farm Records. That's on all social media.
What's going on? It's G-Way. We're here for the How to Be a Rapper tour in St. Louis. We are here with Carl Nappa and WyshMaster. Both have done engineering and production work for Nelly.
I'm Carl Nappa, originally from Boston, by way of New York. Living here in St. Louis now for quite the last 4 or 5 years. Came out here to run the school for Nelly and Rock. And the school is the Extreme Institute by Nelly. It's a recording and production school. We also have music business programs. I myself have been in the music business probably 25 or so years, engineering, producing for most of them. Worked my way through New York at the Hit Factory, and now the last 10 years I've been recording and mixing Nelly stuff out here in St. Louis and around the country.
Who's all the people? Some of the people you worked with before at Nelly, though. Big names, just throw them out there. Michael Jackson.
I've worked with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I was in the good fortune of working at the Hit Factory for
Biggie.
a long time, and worked with all the bad boy people, obviously Biggie and those guys, Craig Mack, NSYNC.
That Nelly was one of the main artists you work with, and it's pretty much the reason you're here at the school. How did you meet Nelly? How did you become introduced or start working with him?
Good question.
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Well, when I was working in New York, the A&R guy that signed Nelly, his name was Kevin Law, and he used to work a lot at a studio that I worked out of called the Hit Factory. And we just became friends, chatting at night, and would always try to do a project together. And either I was always on a project when he needed it, or when I was looking for something, he had somebody already filled. And one day, he called me up, and our schedules lined up, and we did a record for a girl from England named Sana Rael. And after that record finished, it was like 3 months it took to make that record. He asked me if I wanted to go to Atlanta and work with Murphy Lee, which is one of the Lunatics. So I went down there, met all the guys, and then it was just like a snowball effect. We went and we did a record called The Reinventions in New York, which was Nelly's record where he did all his greatest hits, but rethought, all remixes. And then we did Longest Yard. No, sorry, we didn't do Longest Yard after that.
Sweatsuit?
We did Sweatsuit. We went to LA, we did Sweatsuit for 7 months. And it was literally like record after record, just we kept doing stuff. And he always told me I was going to move to St. Louis. I was like, there's no way. I live in New York, the greatest city in the world. Like, why would I want to live in St. Louis? And wouldn't you know, you never say never. Years later, moved to St. Louis. And it's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great music scene out here. People are really nice. I mean, the school we built is phenomenal. You get a chance to kind of teach what you've learned over the years, and also, continue to work. And every night, the two of us, we have our own private studios here. We're in the studios, and still making records and recording and producing and mixing and doing all that type of stuff.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
That's what I always say.
St. Louis, what up? This is How to Be a Rapper. Check us out at how2bearapper.com. 12,000 miles in 28 days. What can we ask for besides this?
I go by WyshMaster. I'm from Chicago. I actually started a different route. I started making beats. I started online. I got really popular. So then I started getting in the industry. I worked with people such as Nelly, of course, Tech Nine. I've done a lot of his work. Twister, Lonely Island, T-Pain, Grammy nominated, sold millions of records. But I was brought to the school I brought a beat program, so I'm kind of teaching students how to really make beats instead of just like going on a program and just trying to do it. I kind of teach them how to do different genres, put drums together, melodies, and cool stuff like
Do you
that.
find that you think that the music work is more rewarding now that you're teaching it and kind of spreading it to other people to move with?
Yeah, I honestly, I've gotten better as a producer from teaching because you kind of learn the new stuff that's out, and you know, by redoing things and teaching, sometimes you're like, because sometimes you lose that, and you know, when you're creating stuff. So yeah, it's actually got me a lot better, and you know,
Yeah, it's almost
really
like a
rewarding,
push
yeah.
to keep growing yourself.
Exactly.
That way you keep,
And I still produce nowadays, you know what I mean? Because if I'm not still working in the field, I'm not doing anybody's job.
Get so caught up on my words and the situation so much more
Day
than the
3, day 4, I don't know, they're all running together now. We had the best place to stay last night, feel the most refreshed we have all trip. We're ready to go out and
like that shit
spread love and positivity. We're here in St. Louis, Missouri, doing our third We Are One donation. It's been donated by 2 different families. One is Kathy and Norman, and one is Norman and Carol. We appreciate you all very much, and thank you for helping us make a difference everywhere we go. With Diamond here, she works at Nelly's New York Pizza. We just stopped in for lunch and got talking to her. We did a couple tracks, rapped some songs for her, and as she went to take a picture of us, I saw her little girl in the background. I thought of this care package. It's an artistic package that we put together. It's got some coloring books and then some musical instruments.
Thank you.
And I hope she really enjoys it.
Me too. They some good rappers too. Y'all need to buy their mixtape. Check them out. They good. Yeah. How to be a rapper too.
Yeah. St. Louis, Missouri.
We are all one.
We all are one.
So you're going to go out into each city with equipment, set up as street performers, perform, sell your CDs, and then as soon as you're done, you know, you make your quota, how much CDs you got to sell to continue, you'll go to the next city.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right, I'm learning, I'm getting there. Okay.
Yeah, we're painting the picture.
Right, so.
Listen, mama, I love you. I know the game's tough. Life throws curves, and that's right when it changes up. I know when you get mad, you just say stuff. Throwing words around the child is dangerous. Give the path that I lay in front of me is humbling. I wanna be everything that I want to be. Yes, I don't see the mountains and valleys, mama. The world's fine, progress through process. I'll show you the world's mine. Live.
Studio, the How to Be a Rapper tour starts this Sunday, goes to October the 13th. 1 month of touring. You guys are going out on the road, 30 states, 40 stops.
Yes.
And I mean, you guys are going to be doing it. I mean, first off, we wish you nothing but luck.
Thank you.
You know, nothing but, you know, the best when you guys go. And, I mean, basically you're going to be going around. You've got your itinerary all set up, ready to go. Yep. You're going to be selling CDs on the road.
Yeah.
And you're going to be giving back to the community. You got donations at each stop you go to.
Yes.
You know, and you guys have basically left your jobs to do this. I mean, you're putting it all, like, all on the line.
Yeah, this is everything. We're rappers now. That's it.
You said something about St. Louis.
Address that we have planned.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Nelly.
Road.
Yeah, Nelly.
We're going to St. Louis just for Nelly, because what did Murphy Lee say? I'm so St. Louis, ask my tattooist. I'm like the water boy. Now they saying, you can do it.
Right here on the Bill Baker and Jessica Show, How to Be a Rapper. Good morning.